guys, my name is Wendy Kohlmeier. I am a born and bred Hoosier. I was raised in Bloomington and I moved away for 25 years and then I boomeranged back and have been living in Bloomington for the last 15 years. I am going to do a map tour today about everything you need to know about where to live in Bloomington, whether you are coming in to buy or you're relocating. You definitely want to get in touch with me because I know of everything that's happening here. And if you are a student, I will tell you some of the places for student rentals, even though I do not do rentals at all. So stay tuned and let me pull up the map.
Okay, so I'm bringing up the map here and I'm going to show you first thing where Bloomington is in comparison to Indianapolis. This time of day, and I'm recording this in the afternoon, it's just an hour away. And so 69, this is I-69 here, and it's saying it's actually taking longer than the old way of getting to the airport, which was through Martinsville. So I presume that part of the congestion is because of this area right here, which is still under construction, but they are going to get that open soon on 465, and it will be less than an hour to get to the airport, depending on what time of day that you're going. But I wanted you to see that Bloomington, being a small town, is just an hour away from a major metropolitan area. Now we're going to bring up Bloomington, and I'm going to go over some of the areas that you're going to want to know about. If you are moving here, you're a student, or you're wanting to relocate here. Okay, so this road this is I-69 coming into the west side of Bloomington. You'll be coming that way from Indianapolis, or you're going to go on 46, 45 around Bloomington. And this is also affectionately called the bypass. So this is the easiest way to get from one side of town to the other. And usually the traffic isn't too bad, except maybe at our rush hour or when classes are letting out, something like that. It might be a little bit more congested, but it's usually pretty good. Game days, it's probably the best way to get to the stadium or assembly hall that you can see here is to go on the bypass versus cutting through town because they have a lot of roads blocked off. The other way that you can come in, you can cut over from I-69 up here and take Old North State Road 37 that comes into the north side of Bloomington. First thing that you're going to see when you come in is this green area is Miller's Showers Park. And what you want to take note of is these two streets right here. If you just follow my arrow here, is College Avenue and Walnut Street. And this College Avenue runs north-south. It runs one way, north-south, and then South Walnut runs one way, south-north, if that makes sense. So you're going to be driving down here, going south, and then on Walnut, you're going to be going north and driving that way. But they are one-way streets, and you want to keep that in mind because every time we have like move-in, this week is move-in week for Indiana University, and you always see people going down the wrong way on one-way streets. So don't do that. Anyway, we're going to base everything around Indiana University because our town is kind of built on Indiana University. We have a lot of professors and staff members as well as residents that work for IU, and everything's kind of catered around IU. So we're just going to show you the different areas on where you could live, but we'll start on the north side. And this area right here is called Marlin Hills. It's a little bit further out, but it's very nice. There won't be any student rentals there because it's just a little bit too far out, I would say. It's just north of Griffey Lake, and Griffey Lake it used to be how Bloomington got their water, but it's no longer like that. In the summer, they have Griffey Lake Boathouse rental, and you can rent paddle boards and kayaks. You cannot go swimming here. They don't want you swimming because there is runoff from the IU golf course into Griffey Lake. But this is a backup resource if anything goes wrong with Bloomington's water supply. So over here, there's Lower Cascades Park, and this area is Blue Ridge Estates. Very nice area. A lot of professors and IU staff members live here, as well as in Marlin Hills. And then this area is Matlock Heights. You will have student rentals in here. And then this area over here, which is kind of the way to Griffey, you'll have a mixture of student rentals and homeowners, but very nice area with older homes there. So this area to the left of Lower Cascades Park is called Fritz Terrace, and this area is Rosewood. So these are all older homes. Fritz Terrace is smaller houses, around 800 to, I'd say, 1,500 square feet, and you can find that there. So, and you will have student rentals here as well. This is Bloomington North High School, and that is kind of the north side of Bloomington. Let's go over here to the east side. East side is hugely popular because that's where the College Mall was. I don't know, it's almost non-existent College Mall now that we lost Macy's over there and Bed Bath & Beyond. So there are some businesses there, and there's Fresh Time Market as well, and also the East Side Kroger that you'll see. But this area here is very busy and popular. This is Park Ridge right in through here. Cameron, that is a nice neighborhood. The house is built probably in the 80s, I'd say, 90s, something like that, but there's a little bit of everything. But a lot of people that work for IU like this area a lot. And this is Park Ridge East and Park Ridge, and they are older homes built in the 60s and 70s, and there is a mixture of student rentals as well as a lot of homeowners that live there. And what you'll find with these areas are when you're coming in to purchase, a lot of them need updating, and you will need to keep that in mind when you are buying. Now, they have put a huge, let's see if I can pull this up here. Yes, I can. This area does not look like this at all anymore because there is a huge apartment complex that they just finished building, and it is sitting right here now. This is Century Suites. These are kind of a hotel area. It's different little houses that are like a boutique hotel. But there is this ginormous student rental complex here now. So you will find that. So let's go back and see if I can get back to the map. Yes. Okay. And also they built another huge apartment complex behind Blooming Foods on the east side. Let's see if I can get a street view of that. And I'm close. So let's see if we can get out of here. And you can see it right here. So let's look at this. But you can see this giant apartment complex. again, all student rentals, and I've heard that these places are not fully rented. So here's Blooming Foods, and that's just so funny because it turned back into the big Kmart, but that is completely gone. And let me see if I can get that back for you so you can take a look at that again. So here we are on East 3rd Street, and you can see this huge apartment complex here. And let's go down here, giant apartment complex. And once again, I hit the wrong street, but let's go over and take a look at this. This is right off of Pete Ellis Drive. And yes, you can see they were finishing this at the time. There's a cute little coffee shop right here. This is Need More Coffee Roasters, and then right across is another giant apartment complex. So I wanted to show you that. Now let's get back to the view here again. So we're still on the east side. This area right here is Hoosier Acres, well-established neighborhood. A lot of people really like this. You're going to find houses in here from 500,000 and up. And then this whole area up to 446 is Gentry Estates, Gentry South, Gentry East. This is Gentry East, just on the other side of 446, but this is all a very popular area, and you're going to find homes in there ranging from 350 up to 800,000. So just depends on the area that you're in. And then over here, you're going to have some condominiums, and the Fields is an apartment complex, very popular with the students. And like I said, the Kroger over here is a staple, as well as the College Mall and Fresh Time Market. On the other side, Kroger is a well-established area. This is Covenanter Lane right through here, but there are a lot of people that really like to live here because of its proximity to IU. And let's go here, and this wasn't the best street to be on, but you'll have mid-century moderns over here and just older homes that people have really spent some. You can see some of these older homes here, but well-established neighborhood with nice tree-lined streets, and it's very close to mall and all the shopping and everything. So people really love this area a lot. As you come down here, south of Kroger, there's this area right here, and this is called Hyde Park. And Hyde Park is a lovely neighborhood. I have got a video about it that I will put here that you can see Hyde Park and some of the houses there. But you will find that a lot of these houses need updating as well, because they were built, 25 years ago. So you will need to do that. And this area right here is called Spicewood, one of my favorite areas. It backs up to this little, this is called Jackson Creek, which is where Jackson Creek Middle School's name came from, and it runs right in through there. So there's also other apartments, and these apartments are more, sure there's some student apartments in here, but you will have to take a car or bus to get into IU. And it is right on the bus route. There is a lovely condominiums over here that people really like on the east side. It's close and convenient for everybody, but they do have to take a bus to get into IU. And then anything north of Hillside and west of High Street, this whole area is the Vinegar Hill Historic District and Elm Heights, very close and convenient to IU. There's some of the first houses ever built in Bloomington are in here, and you'll find a lot of historical significance in here. But they have taken, some of these houses are huge, and different investors have purchased them, and there's houses that are 6-8 bedrooms, and so a lot of students rent those out as well, and they're all interdispersed in throughout here. Now this area right here is called Green Acres, and they were trying to get a permit to knock down 4 houses here that had really no historical significance. But the neighbors, there's a mixture of student rentals as well as homeowners. They have all gotten together to try not to have another huge apartment building put into this area. So we'll see how that goes. And I don't want to see another luxury student rental going in. So I am hoping that that stays preserved there. So, and then this area, all this area right around IU is highly desirable for students. This area to the west of IU is full of student rentals, as well as this area from 10th Street to 17th Street. This is, I mean, you'll find some homeowners in here, but most of these houses are student rentals. And I have another video that talks like about the North Indiana Avenue Historic District, but all those houses that I show on there are all, only one house I found on the tour that was a homeowner living there. The rest had been converted to student rentals. And so Indiana University has like a first right when those houses come up to whether if they want to buy them or not. And so chances are they're going to want to buy them. So it's really hard to find something right in here to purchase because IU the right to buy it. This area right here is Bryan Park. It's the city's oldest park, and there's a lot of little houses around it in here that you can, a lot of first-time home buyers buy, a lot of people from IU purchase, and they fix up really nice. This area is older, more established. This is South Downs Drive and Sheridan Road. And so a lot of the houses right in through here have a little bit bigger lots, and people have purchased them and remodeled them, and they're very, very nice homes. So that's something to keep in mind there too. This whole area is primo if you are working for IU. And then as you get out to the south, this is south. You're going to have to take a car or bus into IU from this point on. So you can bike in, and there are people that live, I would say this is Walnut Street Pike and Hillside. So you can take a bike right in through here, and you can walk. It's just going to take you longer. Let's say you are right at Hillside and Henderson here. Let's look at the street view here, and you would just come down and you can walk in. They've got bicycle paths, and you can walk all the way into IU. It's just going to take you a minute. So you can see their little bungalows, like this guy and this guy. Those are little bungalows here. You can see this is the start of Bryan Park right over through here, but you can get to IU pretty quick that way. And so there's lots of little houses here. And if you go up Henderson, let's just go take a quick look, and you can see there's a mixture of apartments as well as houses that are going to be, you're going to be living in harmony with students. So there's that to keep in mind. So it's a little bit of everything, but you can see some people have really dressed up their houses and there's a little bit, there's, little tiny houses like this guy right here. And then there's really big houses as well. So I'll show you this one. This one had all been, it did not allow me to do that. So this one, I saw this one last year. It was for sale and it's all been redone, and it was a really lovely home. So you can see people have, like this one, for example, you can see they were working on that. And if we go back a bit, you can see it done, and they put solar panels on it to get that solar credit, and just spent some money and really made it a nice home. So there's that. It's other areas I want to show you, like on the west side, this is where all the discount stores are, the AMC Classic movies are, Menards, Lowe's, things like that. There's these two neighborhoods right here. This is called Stone Chase and Fieldstone. And Fieldstone, kind of a starter neighborhood, I would say. And then Stone Chase is grown up big brother, and the houses in there start at $500,000. Well, you might be able to get something for $400,000 in there, about $400,000, $500,000, $600,000. And that's on the west side, but it is not far from IU, but you will have to drive there to get into IU. Those are just some areas that I wanted to show you. A lot of people get pretty lost about Bloomington and don't know where to go. And like I said, just reach out to me and tell me what you're looking for, and I can help guide you to different areas that you might like to purchase or find a rental, something like that. So please let me know if you have any questions.
Anyway, I wanted to show you just a little bit about Bloomington and the different areas. I go more specific into the actual areas in a lot of my other videos, so be sure and check those out on my channel, and let me know what questions you have, and I will be glad to help you.